right there, you took my breath away. Young and pretty, was it just a dream? The next day, you called me up. You told me I'm your little buttercup. You came over and you fell into my arms. Well, I know what I feel. Please tell me your love is real. You make me smile when I think of you. If I am down or when I am blue, I can't get enough. You make me happy, I feel so fine. Oh, how I wish that you were mine. I can't get enough. Hopeless lover. I woke up all soaked in sweat, with chills running down my neck. I'm going crazy from just the thought of you. A long blonde hair and your beautiful smile. Your sense of humor makes it all worthwhile. Don't make me wait, it's not a funny game. You know just what I feel. Please tell me your love is real. You make me smile when I think of you. If I am down or when I am blue, I can't get enough. You make me happy, I feel so fine. Oh, how I wish that you were mine. I can't get enough. Hopeless lover, a hopeless lover, hopeless lover.
Whoa!
This is
Oh,
more like...
we're having a bit of a dance there.
We're having a groove.
We all got lost, I think.
better music, that wasn't it?
It was, wasn't it? Yeah.
Amazing.
Right, now we've got rid of the clowns.
We've got the normal group now. Come on. We've got the sensible group in the house.
Unlikely, we're here.
Uh-oh, Shane just turned up.
Oh, that's not very nice.
Oh.
Imagine living in a with him. Imagine it.
Well, I must admit, I thought that it was going to get a bit quieter with John gone. And then Extreme Motorhome Adventures came on.
It's only going to get louder now, isn't it?
I'm trying to keep quite quiet. I'm trying to be really good. It won't last long.
John, can we just start some giveaways off just to get the ball rolling? Now, can we put up the webpage, mate? No, the stickers.
No,
okay, we've got a set of 3 stickers. Lee, Mark, can you give some stickers away, mate? Worth £5. And how many miles does that get you?
Oh, you're talking technical stuff now.
Well, the T-shirts get us 40 miles, subject to whichever country you're in. So,
probably about.
So the stickers will actually start the van up.
5, maybe. I've never been good at maths, but maybe 5.
Right. The way it works. Yeah, when we start these giveaways, please whoever wins the giveaways, can you email the Motorhome and Caravan show, and then we'll send the stickers out for you. So Lee, Mark, give away a set of stickers, mate.
There you go. David Morrison's just got his first one.
Who?
David Morrison cleaned a spot in his van for it.
Oh, brilliant.
Beautiful.
You could have dragged this out a bit. It's going to cost a fortune.
That's right, you're paying.
When are we giving the T-shirts away?
Apparently, there's a motorhome going as well. People
can go onto your website, can't they? People can go onto your website and buy these, can't they, as well?
Yeah.
We can. Yeah, we got the T-shirts and all the merch on treadtheglobe.com.
We had to do something in the car park for 95 days. So we decided that we would actually come up with some logos. We created a new brand. Chris just used this time to make merch.
Yeah, the T-shirts are sent from the UK. They're printed in the UK to order, but the stickers are sent from our van. So if anybody wins stickers, they will take a while. Be patient. They're coming.
They're about to.
Can't be any slower than the post here.
Will be there next year. David Morrison, your stickers will be there next year.
Yes, absolutely. But they all arrive eventually.
Yeah, 2 to 3 weeks.
All right, before we carry on, because they did it too quick, can we get some T-shirts up, mate?
Oh, nice.
Oh, look at those T-shirts.
We've got 3 lots of T-shirts. Lee, Mark, can you give a T-shirt away?
Yeah, I'll have one of them.
Is that the one on the left?
Yeah.
He'd look great in that, wouldn't he? He would.
And your one.
I'm not sending you pictures again, Mark.
There you go. There's one of them.
Right, let's give a T-shirt away.
Are we going to ask a question and we've got to get a funny answer to the question?
Yeah, that'd be an idea. Instead
of just shucking them down. Come on, get them out there. Okay, then tread the globe. Chris and Marianne, come on. What sort of question should we ask to give one of your T-shirts away?
Nothing like putting you on the spot.
How many years is Chris younger than me?
Oh, yeah. Right then, get your answers in.
Get. I know I look younger, obviously.
They
Just because they're nasty.
Outside the van with the bucket and the hose.
I don't have any hair.
See, if you've got a caravan that you could have split up in, you'd have a full head of hair still, man.
We're still under discussion. We're still talking about it.
Right, and people now can get the questions in as well. So any questions that you want to ask Chris and Marianne, get them in now. I'm going to start off by Has somebody got that right? Go on then, get the answer out there and
Caravanning the Coxes.
Oh.
What T-shirt does Caravanning in the Coxes want?
Are you going to email that over to Jason?
Yeah, let me know what T-shirt they want.
Well, it's going to cost you a fair old bit if we keep going at this rate.
Marianne and Chris, would you like to answer some questions from the viewers?
We would love to.
Sure, yeah.
They want to give some more T-shirts.
Now, there was a couple of questions that came up on the previous one, and I've made a note. So bear with me. I'm not the best at technology. So, Semi-Nomads Travels in Peggy the Peugeot, they said, we're 63 and 64 and planning full-time van life. Is there any advice that you would give them?
Don't lose your sense of humour. And just generally research where you're going. Make sure it's somewhere you really want to go if you're planning on going quite far. I'm a bit airy-fairy. Chris laughs at me because I'm a bit like a kitten with a butterfly, and I'm like, let's drive around the world. And Chris is like, maybe we should check the regulations and the visas and the weather windows.
Yeah.
So
driving across Russia in January is not a good idea.
So definitely research if you like the food, if you like the weather, because I didn't really think much about the weather. Just like, let's go. So the weather, some people don't like really hot or really cold. So it
depends where you're planning to go. If you're doing trips, then the research matters a lot. If you're talking about living in the van together full time, you just have to understand that it's all a bit smaller, and instead of sort of going, get out of my way when you want to get past, we do a Trudy shuffle dance, and we make it fun. We make it fun.
You need a caravan on the back, don't you? Really? So you've got a bit more.
That's
space.
what it is.
Lee, are you going to ask this one?
What's that?
The question from Stuart Wallace.
Stuart Wallace one. Chris and Marianne, what's the best place you've been to in Turkey, motorhome related, and can you rent motorhomes in Turkey?
Yes, you can rent motorhomes in Turkey. We've met a few people. We've also met somebody from a tour agency that meets motorhomes on the border, and then we'll all do an organised tour with a group of whichever areas you want to go and see. So we can share that with you.
I'm thinking about doing a blog on the subject, because obviously loads of people have asked me this question. So we've met a few companies that rent out motorhomes. They'll drop it off at the airport. So I'll write a blog on that. And yes, is the
best place. It depends what you're looking for. If you're looking for a nice holiday, somewhere like Dalian that we just visited was amazing. If you're looking for unusual history and things like that, somewhere like Cappadocia with underground cities and crazy stone structures is amazing. And if you're looking for authentic stuff, the Black Sea coastline, nobody speaks English, but Google Translate, it was amazing.
And funny.
And then Caravanning from the Coxes have said, what's your favourite place that you've ever visited? So going back, a lot of people, they may not have seen where you've started off and where you've come from. So where have you been, and what's the best place that you've been to so far?
I've got to be honest, if the weather is good, you can't beat Ireland. I absolutely loved Ireland and cried when I left.
The Wild Atlantic Way was amazing.
It was absolutely phenomenal.
For what reason?
Guinness.
The Irish are lovely though. They love a story. They love to have a chat. But the nature on the Wild Atlantic Way, just the landscape and the dramatic cliffs and the waves and the freedom. It was absolutely amazing.
Just seeing dolphins and seals and just seeing the nature, the raw. It was so Jurassic. It was
raw,
It was raw and beautiful.
If you're talking backpacking, I don't know. Maybe Malaysia
this is ban. I would definitely say. Turkey's been incredibly easy to travel around.
Here's a good one. How do you travel without an MOT after 12 months being on British plates?
Okay, so this is quite controversial, isn't it? So we get this a lot.
A lot.
Okay, so the MOT basically validates your UK insurance.
And countries on the green card.
Exactly. And if you're driving in Europe on your UK insurance, you need a valid MOT. Once you leave Europe, an MOT is irrelevant.
Yeah.
The only problem we have now is that if for some reason we can't continue east and the borders don't open, we also can't drive back into the EU. So it's kind of like but we have found a shipping company from Istanbul that we can ship out of if we need to. But you can't drive without an MOT in Europe.
Yeah, but once you're outside Europe, you just buy the insurance on the border and it's not an issue.
Does that still apply for this year?
I know that they've been doing some extensions. We're actually sponsored by a British insurance company, A-Plan. They do all of our they specialize in van insurance, and they've given us European cover this year, but they can't get around the MOT part of it.
No.
So yeah, you can't, and it's a pain because you can't get an MOT in Turkey, and you can't get. We can probably get insurance for Bulgaria on the border, but we can't the rest of it. Yeah.
Just a quick one there. This is open to everyone. Probably the best question of the night to come in. Why does Mark look like a ghost?
I've got my light turned up too much. Let me try and change it. I've not been on the sunbed, that's why, and I'm not in Turkey.
Mark, I'm actually really pale, and I'll show you my trick for making it a nice.
Steady.
I've got a red plastic bag.
If you've got a red plastic bag over the roof light, it makes it all feel much more atmospheric.
Yeah.
You cheat.
I haven't got one.
Sorry about that.
You know the problem is you're gonna have to spend 5p on a bag.
Yeah.
Don't want float around.
Yeah, just for the beach clean, you'll find plenty down there.
Not next stop everywhere. M&C, are you still planning to drive right around the world? No, the plan has been a bit interrupted, but we really hope you do get to do it. Achieve that lifelong dream. So is that still, even though everything that's happened is...
Yeah, hi guys. Yes, the plan is that hopefully, fingers crossed, we're still planning to enter Georgia and Russia by June. July is the latest weather window. If we miss July, we can't get across Russia. The only problem we have is we have to come back to London to get a new Russian visa. So we'll have to try and see if we can leave the van to fly back to get a visa to come back again to carry on. So it's a little bit up in the air. And we just have to take it sort of one step at a time. As things change around the world, we just have to react to it and just make sure we don't get checkmated. That's the key.
Yeah.
Sorry to butt in, but can you just tell everybody about your Patreon?
Yeah, we have a Patreon page. It's under Tread the Globe. If people want to support us, we do. There's various different levels on there. We do live chats on our private Facebook community and t-shirts and monthly postcards and things like that. So there's lots of bits on there if you want to support our crazy adventures.
Yeah, but we put all our content out at the same time. There's no sort of like extra bonuses.
Yeah, content is for everybody.
For everybody.
Yeah.
Okay, just looking down there, saying we now need 7 more subscribers to hit the 500 on the channel. So if you haven't already, get and hit that subscribe button, please.
Thank you very much. Well said.
Yes.
Extreme, you've been very quiet for a change.
Well, just being good and behaved,
Are we listening to Marianne and Chris? Because we're fantastic. It's amazing what you do. Absolutely. I can't believe the pandemic and how much it's affected everybody. But for you yourself and what you were going to achieve and do with your lives, it's such a shame, isn't it? But you've kept us all entertained with all your YouTube vlogs and being in Turkey. And it's just been incredible. And you're so upbeat, you know, even when things are really difficult and you're like wanting to get back and get your van done and stuff. And you've just been amazing. It's been so good to
You've really opened our eyes. I really like your suggestion about the Brexit thing where, 90 days, get off into Turkey, spending time in Turkey. But
you can also go into Georgia. I know the border's closed at the moment, but Georgia, we haven't been there yet. But you can get, as a Brit, you can go to Georgia for a year without a visa. So you can come into Turkey, go into Georgia, and if you overstay, you can just ship your van home from Istanbul. It's not actually crazy prices compared to driving anyway.
Yeah, that's our get out of jail.
Sorry, there is one thing you've worried me about is like, you're talking about rivers in Mongolia and stuff. So we've got 7.5 metre motorhome. What, are the roads okay?
Mongolia might be pushing it. They don't really have roads in Mongolia, but we haven't been there yet. We'll share it. We'll share it when we get there. We haven't been there,
but we've got this theory in life that, you can only give it a go and see how you go. And what will be, and we'll give it our best shot. And if not, we'll wait to be pulled out by an 18-wheeler Russian truck.
And the good thing is having a YouTube channel is that if it all goes wrong, you just look at each other and go, at least it makes a good video.
keep the camera rolling.
It's been amazing.
It makes a great video.
Exactly.
Right, let's get some more stickers away. You can either win Tread the Glow stickers or my sticker. There it is.
That's beautiful.
I love it.
Right, make your mind up. Lee, Mark, give away some stickers.
So obviously, go on, Lee. I'll let you
go on.
go.
I was going to say VW Adventures for their comment said, Lee, does that get a T-shirt? It certainly deserves a sticker. What do you think?
Yeah.
We love it.
Let us know which sticker you want.
Beautiful.
Now let's give away 10 T-shirts and get rid of Jason's money.
Do it.
Have you got yourselves into any...
Just a quickie, you won the stickers.
VW Adventures.
Yeah. Lisa Raphael.
Okay.
Have you got yourselves into any sticky situations yet as you've been going round?
Yeah, what's a scary situation you've been in?
I think the scariest situation was probably going up the tea road.
Yeah, that was.
We wanted to go and see a tea plantation near the Turkey-Georgian border, and we went up this road, and everyone was like, "Yeah, you can make it up there." The locals were like, "Yeah, you can make it up there." And no word of a lie, it was the width of the van, and on the edge of the road, which was cracked and crumbling in places, was just a sheer drop. And it was about a 40-minute drive up to the top of the mountain. Yeah. And then we had to turn around and come back down again. So, it was... there was a bit of swearing in that one.
It's quite funny actually because they've still got in the villages, the small villages up in the mountains. They've got somebody called the Mukhtar, who's like the chief of the village, the mayor. And we were going up this road, and I basically got checkmated. There was 2 cars coming down, and there's no way I could overtake them. 2 cars behind us. 2 cars behind me, and all of a sudden, this dude came around the van, and it was like, rah, and I was like, oh, Mehaba, tourist, and they started shouting at these cars. And the 2 cars reversed all the way to the passing point to let us go.
Yeah, it was the Mukhtar. He was like, Mukhtar.
The sweetest thing.
It's a good video, actually. You should watch it. It was,
yeah. In fact, Chris, the whole video is going, oh my god. It's hilarious.
I'll drive the van.
Oh, yeah, this is...
we get that a lot.
Yeah, as I said earlier in the other chat, we don't really have pink and blue jobs. We just sort of like do it. And I love driving.
Chris does drive the van, but I'm happy to admit Marianne is a better driver than me, and I've always had a motorbike, and I do drive, but I also do all the filming and the navigation. And Marianne gets lost in a car park. She'll come out the wrong way, and I'm like, how can you drive the wrong way? So I navigate, and if I'm when we did the Bulgaria, we had a 36-hour drive to Bulgaria and back. Long story, but I did some driving there, and the filming. When I came to edit it, I was like, the camera's all over the place. It's like, so that's why Marianne does the driving.
Are there any sites you would advise people to avoid visiting?
In Turkey, I presume you're talking.
Are there any sites that you advise people to?
No, we've had no problems anywhere.
I just think, with a little bit of common sense and thoughtfulness about where you park, You can wild camp really easily in Turkey. You know, when we first set off in May 2018, I led Chris completely astray. I was like, let's just drive into the darkness. We'll just go out where there's no street lights and we'll just park on the side of the road and it's going to be like
beautiful.
beautiful.
Night wild camping.
That was the first night. We woke up with minging headaches because I'd parked us like on a road like this, the blood
outside somebody's house, on a hill, on a junction.
On a junction.
It's just like
it was carnage.
Textbook. Don't do it.
The farmer came, he was like waving at us, like, "Are you mad?" Oh, it's funny.
And she's the better driver.
Obviously, I can't park, but I can drive.
And then
can we give a t-shirt away, lads?
Of course, can.
Easy. Jason is paying again, isn't he?
Yeah.
How many are we giving away?
Did we give one away too? Go on, it's your turn, Mark.
I have a question.
Otherwise, I'll get the blame suspended.
Because obviously, Chris and Marianne's motorhome is called Trudy. So, what would you call your motorhome or caravan, of course? So, get your answers in. Funnier the better. I don't know whether ruder the better, but
why Trudy?
That wouldn't be funny.
Actually,
yeah, why?
It was my niece. It was my 13-year-old niece. I took her out for a drive, and she goes, "You need to give it a name." And we'd already come up with Tread the Globe, and I said, "What should we call it?" And she just went, "I think Trudy the Tread Van sounds cool." So I was like, sold. And she had a bit of attitude, so Marianne wasn't going to argue with her.
Yeah, she did come home and say, "We decided to call the van Trudy the Tread the Globe Van," and I was like, "Okay, I'm not arguing with that." Whatever that is, I'm not arguing.
Extreme motorhoming. Have you done anything as mad as driving through Istanbul High Street like Marianne and Chris?
We haven't done Istanbul, have we? Definitely done that.
We were at a campsite in Turkey Odessa, and on the sat nav was saying to kind of go down, pull off, and go down this hill. I mean, we just drove past it for there's no way is it down that kind of that hill. We drove up and down several times, and then realised it was down this really steep hill, wasn't it?
Yeah, I had to get out and walk, just to check it out. And I was going, it's so narrow, and so it was crazy. That's crazy. And I don't know what angle it was at. We took the bikes out, and we had to go in a really low gear. Didn't we? And our legs were going like mad. It was just bonkers. So yeah, but we've never done Istanbul. But the plan is to do a lot like you're doing in a couple of years, isn't it? It's just lockdown. It's rubbish, isn't it? So we're just going to have to follow your pictures.
It's really hard. It's really hard.
Yeah. Are you finding that you can't move around very much? Like we're really stuck. We have to stay local.
We're okay actually. We can move around. The problem it's just the weekend. There's a lockdown from Friday night till Monday morning. We can't move. We've got to stay in the van. But the rest of it, and it's always sunny at the weekend when you can't move, and it's raining all week, so it's a bit tricky sometimes. But
what is that? Have you put that one? Have you written that one yourself? Haven't you?
I just got a good question about the bird village. Did you see that question?
Yeah, Chris, tell them about the place with the bird noises for communication.
There is a village we heard about called Kuşköy up on the Black Sea region, and we drove up there, and it was fascinating because traditionally they whistle to communicate. They have a whole language of whistling. So they can whistle down the valley and stuff like that. So we went to the tea house, and the old guys came out and they did a demonstration, and they messaged communications like raise your left arm and all this just with whistle, and the guys did it.
Obviously,
it was amazing.
Originally it was used for, we're going to go and harvest the pomegranates, let's all go down to this field or that field kind of thing, not lift an arm or a leg. That's more for the tourists. But it was interesting. Yeah, it's called Kuşköy, which is Kush is for bird and Koi is town. And because it's in such a massive long valley, the women would whistle down to the boys to bring bread up on their way home and things like that. So it was
very authentic. Really, it was cool.
Sounds like when, but they don't whistle, they grunt.
Yeah.
Just got a big question for you, Marianne and Chris. We're thinking about, obviously, we're not travelling full time at the moment, but we're thinking about doing it once Auntie finally retires. And what do you do about washing if you're not on sites and stuff, washing all your clothes? And how often do you get to do that? I know it's quite boring. I'm really interested.
Yeah, I always say that actually washing clothes isn't the problem; it's drying them. So for what I do, it's a little bit trickier in Turkey actually because they don't have like laundrettes like you would know all over Europe. They have like laundry services. But I will literally, that was one of the things that we agreed to when we decided to do this lifestyle. I said I don't want to get into dirty sheets. I don't want to smell. I just don't want that. So some of the budget of our income, which is the main income, is from our house. We rent our house out. I said we need to allocate a certain amount every month to laundrettes, laundry services, and
the campsites here have washing machines.
Yeah,
but they don't have dryers, so it's drying them in the winter. It's quite tricky.
But I will always find a laundrette or a campsite with thing, and we'll dip in. But usually once every 10 days.
In Europe, it's all right.
I've got a really nice shirt on that I bought for Christmas that we didn't end up wearing because obviously we had a border run to Bulgaria, and all my washing is actually an English YouTuber who lives here in Fethiye. His wife said, "Have you got any washing?" So I was like, "Yeah, that's amazing."
You get followers. That's the good thing about YouTube.
Yeah.
You get followers saying, if you need a long shower or a washing machine, just message and we just go from house to house.
Yeah.
Brilliant. I've got dressed up today. I'm normally in pyjamas at this time.
You're looking very glam.
I'm normally in my pyjamas from 6 p.m. to be fair. It's not very exciting life at the minute.
Anybody having a t-shirt here, you pair?
Right. I must admit, I've seen a corker there. I've seen an absolute corker. I'm just going back. Where is he?
It's not Mark, is it?
Paul Joyce. Paul Joyce would call his Olympic torch because it never goes out at the moment.
Oh, brilliant. Very good.
Fair play.
Yeah.
Paul Joyce, get your email over to the motorhomeshow@gmail.com. And then I've got a question from the earlier show again. Any country that you wouldn't recommend?
Not yet, to be fair. Do you know, we've been to... Every country is good and bad for different reasons. You know, some countries, the driving's a bit iffy or dodgy.
Yeah.
But we haven't had any bad experiences where we wouldn't go. We wouldn't say go, no. And we've done quite a lot of Europe and Turkey, and even backpacking to places like Central America.
Yeah, we did. We also did a series backpacking around Central America, and we do hope that once we've done the around the world trip, we do actually want to do the Alaska Argentina one as well. And
we thought, did his gang series on, and it was actually fine. You know?
It was lovely.
It wasn't as bad as he said.
Yeah.
We lost you for a second then, sorry.
We did do. To reword, is there any, what country wouldn't you go back to?
Wouldn't you go back to? Is there a country you wouldn't go back to?
No, I would love to go back to Bosnia and Albania again because we didn't have enough time there.
Yeah.
The trip that we're doing now is it was more of a challenge during a Guinness session in Ireland that I was like, yeah, we can drive around the world. Whoop, whoop! So yeah, that's how that happened.
Well, no, I put on the side. I put on the side of the van that we quit our jobs to travel the world, and everyone's like, "I'm driving around the world," so I said we might as well.
Yeah,
that's how that started.
And then we went to a wedding, and it was like, "Whoop whoop, let's do it." So I'd like to go back to Bosnia and Albania because we did a real quick drive-through.
The stickers.
Stickers. Who's having stickers?
Come on then, Lee. Get a question out there.
Oh, so you've had time to prep all this, haven't you?
I haven't had no time.
You've known about this all week. I got a phone call say, "Oh, by the way, you're hosting the show."
Only because you threw your manometer out.
You're too expensive.
I only get 5 minutes. Why am I going to be 10 minutes?
He did. He threw a proper wobbly within the week.
No, I didn't.
You did.
No, I didn't. I don't throw wobblies.
You got back in the van and drove off. So I'm going now. Got stuff to get on with. You did though, didn't you?
No, no, I didn't. Don't you start nodding your head, Mark.
You did.
Do you know what? I don't need this.
That's what he did.
He's doing it again.
Right.
Stickers.
I'm not gonna give a question because you've already put a comment up for them, Jason. And they have commented several times. They're virtually begging. So Rob and Sally, we're gonna give you a sticker.
Oh.
Look at him, Jade. He's got all this power, hasn't he?
And Jason's gonna give you a motorhome.
Getting back onto the questions.
Okay, we're going to give a sticker away as well. And our question is, for those that know us well, what is our motorhome called? Ooh.
Get the answers in.
Clearly,
I'd love to know how many people are just on YouTube.
yeah. Hey,
Lisa and
Got it
Phil.
already.
no.
Oh yeah, Phil.
Phil and Taz, well done.
No, Lisa and Phil.
Is it? Hang on.
Rob and Sally.
Phil and Taz. Oh no,
Phil and Taz. They were the first week. No, I know it. Oh no, hang on. Caravanning with the Coxes.
yeah, Caravanning with the Coxes first.
Who's you? Mark and Lee. You've got to judge. Who was the first?
Yeah,
Caravanning with the
Caravanning
Coxes first.
First one in.
Oh, they were a roll.
Coming to you then, Oliver.
What happens if something breaks, Chris and Marion, when you're away?
What, like a limb or something in the van?
No, yeah, more motorhome side. So if your boiler stops working or
I do call it.
We did actually have the sink, the main pump or the tap went.
And
And
just Googled.
there was an Adria off a company in Istanbul that did it for us. But
Yeah.
Can I just
generally,
stop you there? Can I just stop you there? One of the gifts we want to do for you actually coming on the show, which I think was brilliant for you to come on, is, and I think Lee'll join me with this, if you ever need any help whatsoever, Lee'll be there for any advice or any help, and me, Shane and Mark will get you any parts over to wherever you want.
Oh, that's legendary. Thanks, guys.
That is literally awesome.
That's
Thank you.
awesome.
So,
You guys.
Lee, you're on call 24/7, mate, aren't you?
yeah, Lee says he's going to drive to you wherever you are.
I'll drive anywhere. Jason pays.
Number. It's a date.
Oh, thanks.
But no,
that's great.
seriously, if you need any advice, get it to Lee. If you need any parts, because me, Shane, and Mark all have the contacts to get parts, and we can get them over to you. And that's just a thank you for us.
Yeah, that's
Honestly,
amazing, guys. Thank you very much.
Awesome. Thank you so much. That's awesome.
Yeah, because we like what you do. Simple.
There's a jacuzzi tub. The jacuzzi tub's broken. Can I give you the
Better
delivery
wrap
address?
this up, hadn't we? Because it's getting
Don't worry,
expensive.
the collapse, do the little bucket. A little bucket, and then we'll also get you a little twirly thing.
Oh.
Well, then all I've got to do is sit in it.
Yeah.
But no, that's a serious offer.
No, thank you.
Oh, thanks, guys. That's amazing.
Honestly, that is a really sweet gesture.
We'll
and
definitely all keep in
thank you.
touch. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
You're a good egg, Jason.
Yeah, and likewise, if you want us
No,
back,
that's
just
all
let
of
us
us. And just before I finish off, one guy who's really put his heart and soul into the show tonight, can I just give a massive shout out to John?
Let's bring him on.
Yeah,
Bring him on.
really.
There he is. There he is.
At the stage.
Just because he's not on it, he's worked really hard. Without John tonight, this wouldn't
The
have happened.
backstage
to be honest.
manager.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I'll be honest.
Well done, mate.
I'll be following lists and everything. Oh, it's been
Yeah,
a lovely
it's
show.
beautifully
It's been
done.
really good.
We never got one of them.
Stuff.
You can go now, John.
John, have you got any questions?
No. I've been doing all the questions in the chat. I've been going through all
Get
the
rid of
chat.
Get rid of him.
Oh, you've done an amazing job, John. Oh, he's gone. Oh.
He has done a good job.
Yeah, super. He's made it run really smoothly. So well done for the
You
first.
don't realise how much hard work he's put into it.
Yeah.
To be honest.
No, it's amazing. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
It's a very professional show, guys. You
Yeah,
know.
we love you, John.
There There you go, Sean Golly. It's been a great show, and watching Mark scream feels like a 1970s telly.
Some Ghostbusters. I've got to get myself a red shopping bag, haven't I?
Can we give a T-shirt away?
There's a lot of emails coming in, Jason.
Shane's getting worried now.
I know. I think I've got a limit on your account, haven't I, Jason?
I'll write them down.
You can afford another one.
Right, let's give a T-shirt away.
Go on, Mark.
You've put me on the spot now, haven't you?
That's it, like your lady, just pass the book.
Yeah.
Just pass it on.
Learned off the best, Jace. Come on, Mark. No pressure. You've known about doing this for a week.
Are we doing a question or what are we doing? Mark, come on.
Don't you start.
Chris, Marion, give a T-shirt away.
Fabulous.
Go on, then.
Well, shall I just point at the screen there?
Yeah,
Phil
just
Hunt.
pick somebody, I think.
Phil Bunt.
Phil Bunt.
She touched Phil Bunt's name.
Steady.
For a tugger.
There you go.
Oh, rude.
It paid off. She wasn't looking. She just pointed. There you go.
It's usually how it happens.
Love it.
God.
Cheers, laugh out loud.
Well, he got his talk.
Story of my life.
Brilliant.
That's so funny.
That's hilarious.
I'm gonna stop pointing.
You got to stop pointing. It's
That's
bad.
the moral of the story.
Oh dear.
Right. Is that it? Are we wrapping up?
We're wrapping up. What a great night.
Yeah, thank you so much
Thanks
for
for
having us.
inviting us. It's been a pleasure.
Oh, before we go, throw some stickers away. We've got some stickers to go.
Oh.
Some pictures.
Right then.
Right, come
Who
on,
in
who wants
the
to take
comments haven't had anything? Sean Golly, he's not had anything. He's got a comment up there at the 1970s telly me one. He can have a sticker.
Okay. Sean Golly, you got some stickers.
Woohoo!
We're skint now, Shane.
We?
I think there might be another one there, Stephen B. Have we got the budget for another one?
No.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, thanks everybody.
Oh, look at next up everywhere's comment.
Brilliant.
Oh, sweet.
I didn't get a sticker though.
Mark too.
Thanks.
Right, Mark Lee, are you two going to
What?
Are you going to wrap it up?
Yeah, no, I hope everyone's had a good time, and we're going to have another show coming soon, aren't we? I think we.
Yeah, what's that one called, Shane? What's the new show called, Shane?
Legs down.
Legs down.
Next Sunday.
Is that next Sunday? What time is that going to go out at?
7:30.
Every Sunday night at 7:30. There's something going to go out on the channel.
And the next live is the last Sunday of the month.
Yes.
That's when you'll see us again.
Where we'll have Tread the Globe giving nothing away.
So yes, there's a link just got in the comments. Just click on that. That's what you need to do to subscribe, because that's where everything's going to be shown.
Yes. Okay. Everything on the Motorhome and Caravan YouTube channel.
Lovely.
So yeah, thanks for joining us, and hope everyone has a safe and careful time out there. And it's been great having you on.
Yeah, thanks for coming on, guys. And
Thank you
don't
very
forget to
much for having
subscribe.
Thank you.
Thanks for having